something to be said about hard-nosed full contact. It's like that raw rap all the way back to boom bap. Spikes up, Ty Cobb inspired killing the corners. Heating up with recklessness, we still getting warmer. Nevertheless, nothing contest, we bring it best. Wile E. Coyote mixed with Roadrunner, full comers. Holding your title hostage, the kings we smoke others. You're either with us or against us, it doesn't matter which. Scouting your weakness, we bring the wrath when we hit. There's never been a squad as raw as trash can spit. You might get bashed with a stick while I'm pounding the fence. Look around, you're a fish while I'm rounding it quick. Take a look at the base and sprint off with a fist in your face. No remorse, no mercy, no force can hurt me. The scouts purposely bring the pain, come try to work me. But there's a crew of dirty cats.
Children of all ages, welcome from the dirtiest player in the game. Yeah, I said it. If you don't know what that is, I can't help you, man. I can't help you. All right, because if you're not up on Ric Flair promos, don't come at me at the tournament about how you like the wrestling talk. No. Rick's way over there. You're not going to be able to make him out, but he's second shelf. We have a wrestling shelf, and then we have everything else shelf here, all right? Although The Rock now is on this shelf because he's, movie star. I saw this week the rumors that the plan for WrestleMania 39, which is in Hollywood, shocker, is what we've all been waiting for, the Bloodline. Who's going to run the Bloodline? It's Rock, Roman Reigns. Now, look, I know you guys are getting all excited about that, but let me pour some cold water on this, okay? Rock hasn't wrestled in, 2.5, 3 years? And I think it was a 32-second match when it was that 2.5 years ago. It was Eric Rowan, I believe, that he rock bottomed in Texas. So don't get too excited like you're going to get a barn burner here, an old Hogan Rock, Austin Rock. It's not happening. Just relax. Plus, if the right offer comes through for, $32 million, Rock ain't wrestling, folks. Just letting you know right now. Let's get that out of the way. Moving on. Welcome. Episode 36 of the Glue Guys program. We are here every Wednesday night, 6:30 Pacific Standard Time. Now, although I don't know, I think the
no, dude, no. We are on MST, which is Mountain Standard Time. We are always on Mountain Standard Time. We are never on PST. We are never on anything other than MST.
All right, then let me ask you a better phrased question. Are we at the same time as Pacific Standard at this current moment?
But we're still not Pacific Standard Time.
I understand we're in Arizona, not on the coast of the Pacific. I get it, okay? I understand the location problem with what I said.
Yes.
But I'm just saying it's the... Well, then I'll just say it differently, okay? 6:30 p.m., same as Pacific Standard Time, every Wednesday.
Dude, like the reason why I'm pushing back on it is the reason why I'm pushing back on that shit. I'm fucking tired of people asking me what time the fucking show starts. You start asking, adding in, it's Pacific time. Fuck all that. We are in Arizona. Our time is Mountain Standard Time. I don't give a shit what time is at the same time and all that, because all that turns into is a bunch of fucking text messages or emails or Facebook chats or dumbass questions of, what time do you guys start? What time is that in 6:30? No, come on, man. All right, I had to let that fly. Bro. That's where we at today. That's where we at today.
Yeah. Listen, if you're coming to the program, you probably already know I've had an eventful couple days this week. We will talk about that. In fact, as Marlos can confirm, I didn't even do a prep sheet for the show this week. I didn't even write anything down. All right, we're going to let it fly. I'm pretty sure the topic will carry us through however long the show is going to go. I was about to end it there for a second. I just want to let you get all that out and be like, yo, peace. All right, cool. That's
I'm
great.
good too. I mean, it's never nothing. It's never nothing to me.
Yeah, I'll start it off a little different order this week. Let's start off with our friends at Marty's Trophies and Awards, all right? I was over in the lab there with Jergy today, working on some new Glue Guys gear. You guys all about the snapbacks and the new hats, and we got them, and nobody's buying them. So F you guys, I'm doing something new now, okay? I already got a new thing in the lab. Los got to see the pictures of it. He knows what's coming, but I'm not telling you people because you ruin it, all right? You're like Marvel actors who get the script before the movie comes out. You ruin it. You Mark Ruffalo's, all right? You ruin it. So you'll see it when it's done. Also, man, I'm excited about the first place prize for August 20th. All right. All I'm going to say is I'm on some troll shit, and it's going to be spectacular. Look, Los like, I don't know. Hold on. Wait a minute. Did you say I see it in your face, sir. You're questioning the trollness. Let me have it.
Nope.
Okay.
We have different, perspective, and I am a person who likes to respect other people's perspectives.
Well, listen, you should know me at least well enough to know that I don't waste the troll.
I mean,
you might roll your eyes, but I don't waste it.
Again, I'm a person who respects other perspectives. That's all.
And real quick, I see in the chat.
Yes.
This is what I was getting to. I think they did away with daylight savings time for next year. I think Congress voted on it. I have to look it up. I'm not 100% sure.
So I can answer that for you. You don't have to look it up at all. So yes, that was in our legislature because we have nothing more important to do. First, it will actually, and the reason why I'm pushing back so hard about it is it will actually standardize to daylight savings time,
and we will remain an hour ahead.
We doing that shit again, but yes, we'll be where we are, and everyone else will continue. No, they'll move the one time, and then that'll be it, and they'll be where they are.
But you should be happy because then I can't pull out that PST shit anymore when that goes into effect.
No, because people will, and you will.
That's
what people do. Yeah, that's what people do. Because why would you? Look, it's like if you ask somebody, what city do you live in? And they say, well, I live next to the city next to. Like, why the fuck would you do that? Well, what time is it? It's this time zone. That's the time zone you're in. You're not in, because we're next to it. It's like the same. I don't give a fuck. It's still the same time. That's like somebody asks you, what time is it? You go, it's like an hour before 8. It's an hour before 8. Like, what the? That's when I'm like, that's worthless. Because again, functioning under the idea that people don't think straight typically, and they key in on pieces of what you say. The moment you say Pacific Standard Time, they go, oh, so you mean the show's on Pacific Standard Time? They don't think, oh yeah, these guys are in Arizona. They don't think like that, and that's bad. And you don't want to give people another option to be confused. Keep it simple, stupid, as they say. That's why I'm like, dude, no, we are at MST, and that's it. Like,
I get it. But what I have a problem with is you're assuming I'm like all these Facebook haters.
Nope. I'm
all
not
right, you're assuming that I'm just going to whip that out again. No, if it's an hour difference, I'm not going to be screaming PST anymore. Don't assume that I'm going to assume that I know everything and just spout it out there without doing any research or actual data collecting. All right.
So I'll ask.
Enough of those motherfuckers this week.
So I'll ask. I mean, if you and I are in a particular time zone, there's no value to another time zone, considering we aren't in another time zone. So no matter how many times you circle around it, you've basically answered a question without actually just giving the answer. They say, do you like ice cream? Well, I like the things that are near ice cream in the freezer. What the fuck?
I don't know if you're doing it on purpose or not, or if it's your internet connection, but you are pulling a T-Pain impersonation right now.
It's probably my internet, and it's probably as related to the weather and because cock sucks.
Oh.
And because my I don't know, my computer, for what it's worth, the computer that I usually stream from for the show, lately it's been having some wireless internet issues. The NIC card itself seems to keep going up and down every couple of hours and shit, and so it'll wah 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 like and so it'll slow down, and I have to order a cable of a significant length. Not even significant. It's not even a long one. It's just that I'm not about to go and pay $10 at Walmart for a 10-foot cable when I could order that same cable from Amazon for like $2. So that's
fair.
That's pretty much
fair.
Yeah.
I just want to make sure.
I ain't gonna lie. I'm cheap.
I just want to make sure we're all good. I mean, look, nobody's going to get mad about a Post Malone impersonation here. I'm
going Migos. I'm going fucking Roger Troutman out here. I don't give a shit. And I mean, if I really get busy on it, I'll actually do it. Like, I will pull up the actual sound effect and make myself that way the entirety of the show. Kind of like that one day when I did the Avatar.
Yeah.
I don't even know why I did it. I just felt like it, and I love it, and I want to do it
that's
again.
what everybody stayed around because they didn't understand. They were waiting for an explanation.
Is this like a sit-in? Is this like a stand-in right here or some shit?
Yeah, I mean, like I wish they would have done for the whole testing thing. Just wait around, let me explain it before you assume. But I'll get to that. All right, let me finish this up. Anyway, more sponsors. We don't want to just talk about Marty's, as cool as they are to us. I mean, I got my Marty's trophies and awards hat today. Got hooked up. So now you're Darth Vader in me here. All right?
Yes, I am. That's exactly what
I was once the student. Now I am the master. I got one too. I downloaded one since I got the new laptop. Shout out Tenets.
You gotta put some of that stuff to use sometime.
I'm just saying, I got it if I need it.
I understand.
Right?
I mean, I'm always ready to do some off the wall shit.
Look, like I'm trying to upgrade, man. I'm not using it right now, but I got the Elgato Stream Deck. I mean, I'm ready to go here once I figure this shit out. I'm not messing around.
I respect it.
The competition keeps increasing, so we got to stay above board here. We got to keep innovating.
What competition?
Well, you don't say the competition; you just say competition.
You
stay above them.
I don't even recognize competition. How about that?
I'm gonna keep making moves here, folks. That's all I'm talking about. And then really just a preview next week. Join in as we do live bass karaoke. You name out the song and I'll play the bass line. That's next week here on the Glue Guys show.
There it is.
I'm ahead, baby. You can have puppets and disco lights. I got an actual fucking bass. Let's go. Moving on. Thank you, Marty's. Appreciate you, John. Seriously, when you guys see the trophies, plaques, whatever you want to call them, I did for August 20th, you will understand my earlier statement. Moving on, all right? I know that my buddy, my partner in crime over here, the Brainsy operation, was out doing some work yesterday for our friend Mickey Czar, doing his thing, showing some houses, working on some real estate deals, trying to get rated D Elite, even though he's rated E in the YouTube system. Oops. Did I say that out loud? My bad.
I love it.
I think it's hilarious, and it's been great because, speaking of trolls, whenever he talks about playing in another section, I say, oh, I forgot to rank you to C. Hold on, let me take care of that. So I have some fun with him, so I appreciate it. But listen, in all seriousness, away from softball, Mickey knows the real estate market here in the greater Valley and Phoenix areas. It's somebody you need to call just to shoot the shit with about what your plans are, man. It's free. It costs you nothing. You get nothing. Nada. Sorry, I keep going back to the Willy Wonka there. It costs you absolutely nothing to pick up the phone and make a phone call, and he will give you actual information that you can use. All right? He just wants to have a conversation, and he wants you to hear what he can offer you if you're going to make a move on a house or a rental or sell. All right? He's going to tell you what he would do. And then I want you to take that and compare it to other real estate agents. Oh, God. Okay, hold on. I'll ask about that in a second. In the middle of your ad read, I'd rather not. Compare him to other agents and see the difference. All right, he's been moving houses, he's been acquiring houses, he's out there, he knows the market, he knows these changes that have happened recently because the federal government decided that as long as we just raise the interest rate, everything's going to be okay. Doom and gloom, all gone. Moving on. Anyway, look, if you're looking to buy or sell, please call Mickey and his team over at Czar Realty. You will not regret it. Thank you. Tedits over on Facebook. Hey, you missed it yesterday. For months and months, I've been pestering this SOB to come play Apex with me and my partner, and we played Apex yesterday.
Yes, we did.
I didn't do too well, but if you actually see me play Apex before yesterday, you would say, oh, my God, it's night and day. He got 2 kills and like 400 damage. That's amazing for me. So I'm hoping in another year and a half or, season 27 Apex, we'll get Tedits back on. The problem is, folks, that Facebook refuses to acknowledge Apex as a legitimate game.
Which is fucking right. It's nuts, right?
Something in our algorithm, right? When Tedits plays it, no matter whether he's doing great or bad, his viewership drops by 50%. If he literally just fires up the loading screen on fucking Warzone, he gets 3 times the viewers. It's insane. We haven't figured it out. So
crazy.
Unless I can get him over on Twitch, I don't think we're going to be doing that again. But what I did get from him is, depending on the evening, a commitment to play. If we do a charity stream with Apex, he will come over and play. So I got that commitment. Of course, he's going to help out because we're going to rep the same charity he does probably when we do it. So
Yeah.
Look for that coming soon. Charity gaming streams with your glue guys. And we'll take anybody that wants to play Apex. I got to run some games with Jackson. From,
and I gotta add his Xbox account.
Jackson's really good
to do it. I keep forgetting to do it.
And he's been so good for so long that all the Smurfs pretty much are attached to him thanks to Respawn. So I'm sure you didn't want me to do this, but thanks, Respawn. Jackson's really enjoying his game now that you friggin' got these Smurf ranked 32 with 9 kill badges and yeah, ridiculous. But if you don't play Apex, you don't know what the F I'm talking about. So
that's nuts, man. That's nuts.
But he's a really good player. I'm looking forward to getting him on the stream when we play Apex also. Mr. McDill, who is worried about his OG Dudleys on a topic we're going to talk about in a little bit, but he's still a hell of a shelf builder. McDilly Sports, the toughest shelves in slow pitch softball today. I'm working on getting a stand-in, and we are going to try to smash this over their heads on one of the streams for the ad read. I'm not going to tell you which one, so you have to keep tuning in. I'm going to see if I can break this over somebody's head. 3 swings, kind of like a charity auction back when you were on your high school football team where they got the car and you got 3 swings of the hammer and you put the rival school on it. We're going to take 3 swings with the shelf to see if we can break it. I guarantee it doesn't break. So look forward to that. Jimmy, all he does is win. DJ Khaled, Jimmy, and Sahara Solar. All right. It's still pretty goddamn hot. I was getting excited that it was going to cool off, and then they banged me with 105 today. Okay. You still need to look into solar. Year round, it's going to save you money, and you're going to take money out of APS's pocket. What more do I have to say to you people? You've been paying these bills. You can take some of your goddamn money back and use it on your gas in your car. It's costing way more than you expected it to when you budgeted for the year. Okay. Oh, yeah. Good call. So Little League World Series going on. I'm sure everybody saw the video of the kid from Oklahoma being a hell of a sportsman there. I did see a funny tweet about it where the coach said, "You people are soft. All I teach my kids to do when they go to the mound is to tackle the dude." I thought that was quite humorous. But in all seriousness, that was great sportsmanship. But the more important part, hey, For Him Printing got some jerseys out there at the Little League World Series. Congratulations, Casey Morrell. He's doing our Challenge Cup jerseys. Once I start pressing those for the design, which I haven't done and I'm not going to do for a while, but he will be designing them whether he likes it or not. And yeah, you can put your hands up all you want. It's happening. Yep, look around. Yeah, hey. The secret project at Marty's that I went for today, that's part of that. Mister, I got an itch on my fingers.
No, I don't have an itch at all. It's a grip.
Oh, I thought you were being trolling me there. Okay, no, he's literally strengthening.
I'm literally working my hands. Yeah.
He's trying to get ready for better wrist action with the fingers. Okay.
Gotta.
I just played. I have one of those for bass playing, so I completely understand what that's about. So shout out to Casey and the squad over For Him Printing, getting those jerseys on national TV, ladies and gentlemen.
Very dope.
All right, Peoria AZ squad out there playing. Congrats and good luck out there, kids. Man, Williamsport's a fun place to play, bro. Being from the East Coast, I got a chance to play up there as a kid. There is an aura around that place that is unmatched anywhere that I've ever been. Now, I've never been to the Field of Dreams field. I think that's in Iowa or Idaho. I always get it mixed up.
Iowa.
I've never been there, so I would assume the aura is very similar, although I don't know. Now it's turning very commercialized. They literally had a corn company pay them to plant their own corn in the field. That's going a little too far. So Williamsport feels it's still got its innocence in it, okay, where most places don't. That's why you keep seeing the names of stadiums change, all right? There's still some innocence there. So congratulations. Last but not least, definitely not least, because listen, your car's going to break down at some point, people. You didn't buy the perfect car. It doesn't exist, all right? You're going to need some kind of service done on your vehicle, whether you're into this newer shit or whether you got an old school 70s, El Camino, whatever you have. Hopefully it has a carburetor, but that's just old guy get off my lawn talking. All right, go see Benny over at L&T Automotive. Let me tell you, he's done work for me. He's done work for Los. He's done work for a lot of people in the softball community, and not one bad word has been said about him and his wonderful business fixing your goddamn cars. And I know some of you get all excited getting a manual transmission. Learn how to use a clutch first. But if you don't, like most people, go see Benny. My poor stepdaughter shouldn't have got an automatic. Should have got an automatic transmission, but she didn't. Now she has a brand new manual clutch that I would fully expect to get at least 6,000 miles off of before we have to get another one. And only people who've driven a manual transmission will get that joke. All right, so that covers the sponsors. Don't forget, folks, please go to your local streaming service. Spotify, Apple, whatever you use. Add Blaze Rock already. Why are you waiting? What are you waiting for? Really, I'll doom fist you all to oblivion if you don't do it today.
That sounded weird. I'm not gonna lie, bro.
No, it didn't work. Not a good tie-in.
That was definitely plausible right there.
All right, so that was a DC tie-in, not a Marvel, and I fucked it up. All right, I got it.
It's all good. I mean, it's the thought that counts. Like, you know, like
Look at
Christmas
it.
gifts.
Betty's doing while he's watching the show, fixing an AC in his daughter's car.
Yep. See.
Yeah, I'm assuming that's Benny. I don't think anybody else is going to admit to fixing the AC in their daughter's car. I think only Betty can do that and get away with it. So, wow, watching the show. Appreciate you, brother. All right, ads out of the way, so let's get into it.
That's actually Brian Labarge. I just happened to look at the screen.
I need to know, is it a Jeep, Brian? Because if it's not a Jeep, I got to ask you why. Brian works at a Resto Jeep shop, man. They do some cool shit with 70s Cherokees and CJ5s and stuff. It's really cool. But that makes sense. Okay, Benny might be doing it too. Who knows? I saw a movie with a Doom Fist in it once. Okay, but it's not the song by Blaze Rock called Doom Fist, which has an awesome sampling from a certain video game that everybody has probably played once or twice.
Yeah, you know.
I don't do AC. Fair. Facts. Anyway, so the ad reads took a little longer this week. We're a little fired up. So let's get into it, folks. I made a move on Monday. I absolutely made a move. And to coincide with the kids stuff and Bob Fuller announcing that the kids divisions are going to have bat testing all year round, not just states anymore. I have been planning on doing this anyway, but we decided to roll it out now. I made a very uncalculated error in my actual date, so we had to change that fairly quickly, and I had to walk that back. I went through the buzzsaw, and then I come back again through the buzzsaw, whatever didn't get hit the first time. But basically, we're going to start testing bats with a compression threshold of 160 or higher, where you don't get a sticker and you can't use the bat in U-Trip events for the senior bats, okay? And that's going to be after Worlds. So after Texas, November 4th to 6th, we're going to start requiring that at all our senior tournaments. And update to some of the things I posted. I got to hear from U-Trip Legal National, and due to a liability issue, guys, I can't let you use a normal 1.21 bat, 220 or 240, unless it tests at the already standard for the kids, the 220, 240. That is it 120 or 121? Did I get it mixed up?
120. Yeah, it's 120.
I did that on the fucking first post too, and that's
and yeah, I was gonna say on the post, you know, as soon as you did it on the post, everybody fucking swarmed on it like flies on shit.
Welcome to social media. You people need to get jobs. You got nothing better to do. Because I posted at like 11 or 10:30 in the morning, and you people were waiting for it. That scares
that's
me.
lunchtime. That's lunchtime, fam. Everybody's been at work for a couple of hours at that point. They're like, I don't really want to be here by then, so they're just scrolling on Facebook anyway.
Yeah, so
somebody added the correction too.
Yeah, it's 1.20. Basically, the standard is 220 on a 220 bat, 240 on a 240, guys. Due to liability issues, I can't let you guys use them if they test below that in seniors. I can't. It's liability. Now it's legal. I don't want to hear complaining, crying, whining, bitching, any of that, all right? It's out of my hands. It's legal. Oh, absolutely I will.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, Jesus, they're telling me to fucking get over myself, how it's silly and ridiculous. Dude, somebody
wait.
Somebody called the rule fucking stupid, yet the same exact person uses a senior bat at league. Get the fuck out of here with that. Your point is invalid. You are invalidated, okay?
Yes. Talk to him.
I could talk about the silliness, but there were a lot of legitimate concerns that I was fielding and trying to deal with, and that's why I pivoted and corrected what I felt I needed to. I'm not...
As you should have.
This is brand new, man. This is uncharted territory. I'm going to step in some shit on my way through this.
I think, and what I will say is I don't want to sound... Fuck that. I don't really give a shit about testing, right?
I was gonna say, when did you start giving a shit?
Nah, I don't really care too much about testing, right? So I know a lot of people, when it's convenient, they will get on their soapboxes and talk about how important safety is and all this other shit. And then when it becomes inconvenient to them, meaning they are actually having to be tested or whatever, then they get upset. I'm not one of those people. I don't really give a fuck. Test my shit. I don't care. I don't swing dirty. And I have enough bats at this point in life that if something doesn't pass, I got something else that does. I kind of chuckle every time I see people use the excuse, well, if you have to do this, then you shouldn't play. You're right. You're absolutely right. Yet people still do. Number two, if I were to say anything, and obviously I say this with love because you're my guy. If anything, I think the way you might have released it, which you said yourself, so I don't want to act like I'm just the know-all, but you said yourself, the way you released it probably made it a little more difficult. I think had you kind of prepped a better statement, meaning, and when I say the statement was fine, but it's preparing for the inevitable questions and having answers for the questions that are full stop answers. And I think ultimately you got to it eventually, in which you were kind of able to say, okay, this is what's going on. This is why. Here's where it's from. Even what you kind of read into right here a few minutes ago is like, this is why, because legal is saying this, and this is what it is. It just isn't enough full stop type message. There wasn't enough of a full stop type message in it. So then it gave all the people who just, needed something to complain about some entertainment time. The fact of the matter is everything you said was on point. You know what I mean? Like the whole point of it is, look, we got to do something. And everybody can start quibbling about the smallest, stupidest part. Like, well, why did you arbitrarily pick 160? You know what? Does it fucking matter at this point? Like, I mean, would it have been better had he said, hey, your senior bat's got to meet 220 standards? Then you'd have really been pissed, The other thing that struck me, and it always strikes me with regards to softball and players within softball, and there are two things, and I'll shut the fuck up about it. One of them is kind of funny.
Now we're doing a whole show about it.
One of them is kind of funny. The other one is kind of serious. I'm always entertained by how many people get upset about bat testing, though they've never actually tested their bats. How are you upset about some shit you don't know shit about? I don't get that. Or more importantly, how are you upset about something affecting you when you don't even know if it actually affects you at all? Having been tested, I've had bats fail, and by no fault of mine. A couple of years ago when we had Worlds here at Victory, I had a brand new Easton Salvo, brand new as in less than a month old, less than 200 balls on it, and it did not pass. I'm okay with them pulling it because that's the rule. And the rule is built on safety and equalization. And what I think a lot of people like to forget is, yes, as much as it is safety, it's also a standard in order to provide an equalizer. So the standard is to say that your bat cannot breach X number is so that everyone playing has a bat that has not breached X number, which for all the people who do all of the whining and bitching and kvetching about rankings.
Oh no, we're gonna mix them. This is fucking
but no,
gasoline
it's the same
and dynamite
logic
right now.
It's the same,
but
it's the same logic. It's the same logic. The point of it isn't to make you mad or, oh, I pay for this. Fuck off. Okay. The point of it is an equalizer. It is in fact a standard. That's what a standard is supposed to do. I also don't understand. This is the part that, that's kind of me wrapping my opinion up about it. I really don't understand how everyone had an idea. Everyone had their belief of how safety standards, bat testing standards, etc., should be applied. And they were jumping all in your throat about, well, where did you come up with this? And what data did you use? And I'm sitting here reading this shit. I'm like, so you had other data? You were more prepared than the director is what you're saying and what you're implying. You were more prepared. You had done all this research. You had looked at the number of injuries. You had looked at, the impact of said bats. You'd done all of that in preparation for something you didn't know was coming, so much so that you were prepared to offer all of these positions without a shred of information about it. I was entertained. I just don't understand how anyone who plays softball, who plays slow pitch softball, whether you're a pitcher or not, I don't understand how anybody would have a problem with bat testing. I do understand how people would have a problem with, hey, today's August 8th. We're going to start this shit August 20th. Yes. That's bullshit. Even Absolutely. I was like, that's tough. Because you're basically saying, hey man, the next tournament's on the 20th. By the way, we're gonna significantly alter what you've been doing. I can sympathize with some of those people who have a bat or two And they've been using that bad, and they're not even thinking about it, right? I can sympathize with that. And I noticed some people who were like, "Oh, I don't know if I have that much time to break it in, etc." I can sympathize with that, and that's where that's why I said, you're my guy, so it's not me talking shit or something, but that's the part where I kind of disagreed with you, where I felt that your eventual move to, hey, after this tournament in the future is when this will be the 100% hard stop standard, but now we're going to start testing so that you're getting prepared, so that you've had time to figure out what bat you can or can't use, or so on and so forth. A lot of the things that I kept seeing some of the senior folks talk about, it made me laugh again, also because those are the same questions that happen in regular men's and co-ed, etc. And Bob had a good way of answering all of those, which was, yeah, we're going to change the sticker every so often. And yeah, we're going to test more than once, because what people try to do, and they do it in men's all the time, they go get it tested and then they know, oh, they're not going to test anymore. So then you go test that bat and then you go BP the shit out of it. And then, and you've got a sticker and you think you're good to go. So I can appreciate that approach. I just don't understand why there was so much, because most of the argument wasn't what I just said. Most of the argument was the fact that the testing existed, period. And it was, why the fuck do we have to do that? Why do we have to test? Why do we? That's where it was like, but you assholes were the same dudes last week when Bob announced it, that you were so square up his ass about how great a move it was, that once it turned around and was affecting you, now it's a problem. Like that's embarrassing to me. I don't know.
Yeah, hindsight's 20/20. So what I realized, after the fact, which I realized a couple things, let's be honest, but
right,
everybody latched on to, oh, why are you trying so hard to catch cheaters? We don't have a problem with altar bats in Arizona. Now, there's a couple problems I have with this. Number one, it was a combination of me answering one particular person about something, and that answer got taken to boom. Okay, that's why. And everybody kind of drew their own conclusions. But the other reason I realized why they did that, at least the people that I respect and that came at me with certain issues, was because I initially only gave everyone roughly about 12 days till the testing was going to take. They just automatically assumed, well, shit, he's trying to drop it in all, last minute to catch these guys with the altar bats. Honestly, that wasn't even a thought in my head.
But is that a bad thing?
No, it's not, but I correlated it later. And the reason why I want to push this home, we're kind of in the education phase of this thing now. The haters have said what they're going to say. They're not going to stop, okay? They're going to be the loudest voice because they have to be heard and they need the attention. And they're going to say out-of-the-box ridiculous things. Let me just, for those 1%ers who are sitting home on disability or whatever it is, typing away, listen to me, okay? Listen to me very clearly right now. And I want to say to my East Coast brethren that said, hey, man, be careful with this. You're getting a reputation and people are checking you out. Guys, I have never fucking been careful in my entire existence on this channel. I'm not about to start now. So if I offend guys back east, I'm going to apologize ahead of time. But listen, you 1%er haters, okay, talking about get over yourself and what gives you the right and all that shit and all the whole lot of yous, all right? Let me get a few things clear. Number one, get out of a fucking history book. This isn't taxation without representation. Number two, I'm not coming for your fucking guns. Relax, okay? And number three, learn the fucking rules before you go spouting off on Facebook, because the only thing you're doing that's really pissing me off is miseducating people. Oh, well, you don't have to follow this because it's not a blah, blah. I have permission from the senior national committee, which, oh, by the way, it's in the fucking rules, that if I get approval from the senior national commission that I can do a state local rule. I got to remind and keep reminding myself to say it. This is only Arizona. Only here we're doing it, okay? Everywhere else, we're just now talking about on a national level how to figure this out, and we're only at the point where nationally we're going to collect data, okay? So we're trying to figure out how we're going to collect the data voluntarily, you people. I'm not coming for your guns. Voluntarily, we're going to ask to test bats at different national events, or I don't know what they are yet. This is all just starting, all right? But listen, you guys, just by announcing what I did, all right, we started moving on a national level to at least we're collecting the data now. At least we're pushing manufacturers to say, all right, what is your bottom number? Because nobody wants to say it. We've been trying to do this for a year, different places, different directors, and people either didn't feel like they had the backing to do it, didn't want to do it, all right? Because listen, every time somebody gets hit, oh, we need to do something about that.
There it is.
Every single fucking time.
There
and
it
I
is.
finally said, everybody's right. I'm going to do something. It's not about just catching altered bats, okay? That is a happy byproduct of what I'm doing. Why I'm doing this, and the main motivation is player safety. One of my better friends, not just softball buddies, one of my better friends got his fucking kneecap fucking broken. All right? Broken. Wearing shin guards. It doesn't matter what brand. It doesn't matter what ball. I'm not even 100% sure the bat was shaved. I don't really care. I'm kind of hoping it was shaved because if it wasn't and it
might
broke
not have
the
been.
cap, we got a fucking huge problem, don't we? But everybody wants to sit on their couch and armchair quarterback this. Nobody's really had the balls to step up and try it. I knew when I did this, and I'm not even saying I got balls because I'm not sure. After this week, I'm not sure what I got left. I'll be honest. But I'm stupid enough to take the hits, to stand on the island and say, I'm not waiting for somebody else to do this. I'm going to start the process. Then listen, the 160 could change, guys. I could get all this data locally and go, oh, whoa, wait a minute, I'm too high. Or exactly the same chance of me going, oh, shit, I'm too low. But it will be based on the bat testing of your bats. The data I've already collected was only to establish that 160 number. Moving forward, I'll take that data, but it won't be as important as the stuff I collect from the guys here locally, all right, at a tournament last week rather than 2 years ago. All new data I can put into this equation, and things are going to change. Whenever you add data to an equation, it's going to change the equation. Okay, if you're looking to establish standards. I don't know what National's going to do. I'm happy as a pig in shit that they're even willing to do data testing voluntarily. This is a huge step. We at least have the manufacturer saying, okay, we'll look into it. All right, because right now the only thing we're trying to get from Mike and Worth, Easton, Onyx, Proton, Louisville Slugger, all right, everybody, we're just trying to get, hey, what's the bottom number? What number do you say is too low? Then we can branch out from there. I mean, if every bat manufacturer comes back and says 120, then we got to look at it again. You know what I mean? Because I'm sitting at 160 right now. It could change, but player safety is the main focus of this. I pitch. I make jokes and troll, and I've been doing it almost every show. I have some kind of pitching joke. Or I say, you know what? We're going to give the pitcher 16-foot arc just to mess with you people. And then you go calling your state or national director, hey, why are we going 16 feet? And they go, what the fuck are you talking? I troll you with pitching stuff because I am a pitcher's friend. You know, I do it, all right? I'm trying to protect those guys. And listen, all you guys crying and bitching, like I said earlier, you be the first ones to start screaming about, why don't we do something about that when somebody gets hit? But you're also the guys that are doing the damage. You're swinging these bats and you know better. So to bullshit me on these threads and whatnot, just say you don't give a shit about player safety. Noted. We'll move on. Cool.
But I guess to add to that, but to add to that, bro, like I guess what trips me out is how many of those same people have that same energy if one of their friends gets hit in the fucking face?
They want to fight. They want to run out there. I know that. I heard that.
Hey, I'll do you better. I'll do you one better. I'll do you one better. Some of those same folks are the folks that are ready to fight when you shoot middle and don't even hit them. So why wouldn't you? Why would you have a problem with ensuring that the bat would only be able to function at a certain level? Why would that be a problem? Because I mean, if you get hit, then you're less likely to be severely injured. I mean, like, and I see somebody said let's not have pitchers anymore. Let's hit off a tee. That's probably jokes, and I'm going to assume it is. I'm going to ignore it. There's nothing to be said there. That's stupid. Because again, I'm just saying, like, we can't have it both ways. I mean, everybody's always screaming about safety when it's convenient, when it works for them, when it's virtue signaling at its worst, because everybody's like, oh yeah, we got to be safe. Yeah. Safety. Yeah. Safety. All right, we're gonna test your
wait.
bats. Wait, whoa,
No, you're taking away my freedoms.
My freedoms.
That's a
my freedoms.
constitutional right that's
Man,
given to me
man.
that you can't test my bats.
Hey, bro, I pay for this. That means I can do whatever the fuck
That's
I want,
my other
right?
favorite one.
Like, come on, you fucking.
I paid for
clowns.
this.
That's
Here
fucking
we
nuts,
go.
bro. That's nuts. That's funny to me. It's funny. I just look, like I said, I'm a big proponent of safety in general, but I will also say I'm a big proponent of standards. You create a standard, we all function under the standard. It becomes simple. I don't have to think about it because I know that this is the standard. That's what I compete under, and I'm good. It's no different than, because, for example, senior starts at a certain number. Ladies and gentlemen, that's a fucking standard. Same shit. Are you mad about that too? Do you feel like, well, I think it should start at 37?
Yeah,
Okay.
exactly. See? Here we go.
It's the same. It's the same slippery slope. Again, you start with a standard. I appreciate the fact that you walked it back as far as the date and time, but the underlying issue in reality, like I could even back up my own complaint and say, why do we need it? Why do we need that much of a heads up either? Why is 2 weeks too soon? Because then you got to ask yourself, why is that a problem? Because if your bats are not altered, it's no problem. If it doesn't meet said standard, then use a different bat. Because the same people are also on our chat saying how it ain't the bat. So if it ain't the bat,
you give
it's a problem.
me a perfect segue into
Yeah.
why I think this was such a shit show.
Yeah.
All right. First and foremost, I've said it already. All right. My rollout and the way I did it was wrong.
Yes.
I did it reverse.
Yes.
The post I put up on my personal page, kind of explaining more of my motivation and where it went, should have been the first fucking thing I did.
Yes.
And I was so like, get it out, that I screwed up. I've owned it. I'll fall on the sword. I don't give a shit.
That's why these companies have people like me that do that. That's why they do that. No, and I'm not even making fun of you, bro. I'm just saying, like, that's why. That's exactly why. Because you mean well. You absolutely mean well. But the problem with meaning well is, like you just said, the emotion of it misses some of the boxes that need to be checked. And when you're doing that type of communication, it is all about the facts. Fuck the emotion, fuck the opinions. It's the facts. This is what we're doing. This is why we're doing it. This is what helped us create this idea. And this is when we're going to do it. And here's what we're going to do next. There's no room for emotion. And anybody who then throws their emotion in it doesn't really matter because you've answered the questions that are pertinent.
First and foremost, and don't be hurt by this, I've hired a PR firm. I should have just hired you back. I've hired the PR firm of McGrew. So any further press releases will be vetted through my PR company. So everyone, don't worry. There won't be any more fuck-ups that way, at least. And by the way, if you also want to hire McGrew, DT34 will get you 20% off your first public relations meeting with them. So, yes, there still is comedy in the show, as serious as it gets, just so you people know. So, anyway, that was my error there, okay, the rollout and the presentation. And the only thing that I'll say is I can understand how some people aren't sponsored or don't get discounts on their bats. So they were literally like, oh, shit, I got to buy another bat. Now, look, me personally, 97.8% of seniors I have played with, seen, watched games, everybody's got at least 2 or 3 bats, okay? But, hey, 2 or 3% is enough that if they ain't got $200 to go get a new bat, cool. The only other thing I'll say before I jump into this is, for all of you people who've said that, well, we don't have an altered bat problem. First of all, have you ever bought a used bat? And I know most of you, if not all of you, cannot say, no, I haven't bought a used bat. Okay, so here's the best part of your fucking stupid statement. You have no fucking idea whether your bat is rolled, altered, or not. Because I know back in Jersey, when I first started playing seniors here, there were guys who were buying new wrappers and rolling them. Not altering the inside, but altering the outside. Because guess what, stupid asses? Rolling it is still altering the fucking bat. So I know a particular guy, and the OG senior show know, a lot of people bought bats off that dude. And he was notorious for putting weight back into the fucking handles, all right? So stop running your mouth when you don't know all the information, because I bet you, at least 50% of the people who ran their mouth that way have a fucking altered bat, whether they know it or not. So if you've bought a used bat off of someone, don't give me I trust them because you don't know where they got the fucking bat.
No.
All right, you know it's like that car stolen. I don't know. My boy said it was okay.
He said it was straight.
I don't know why I'm going to jail.
Right?
Shut
He said it was
up
straight.
about not a problem. Okay, just because you haven't seen it doesn't mean it didn't happen. So stop with that.
Oh, man.
Now, this is what I think is going to calm everything down, and I'm glad that I had friends that were sensible to say, hey, man, this is why you shouldn't do it in 12 days. And I sat and went. Because, look, when everybody came at me, you know me. I'm emotional, and I'm wearing a Philly shirt. So I was ready to go like, I'm built for war, motherfuckers. I needed to step back and calm down and go, actually, that's a really good point. Don't just fight the fight. So in waiting the time, I think the best thing about that is everyone's going to get an education because I think a lot of the opposition was out of fear and skepticism. Because at the end of the day, you motherfuckers don't know what your bat's going to test at because you never had to fucking test it. Now, look, some of the guys with their names on bats that I talk to, yes, they test their bats. Some of the guys who sell them, yes, they test their bats just to know. At the very least, those guys are weighing them. So, you know, all right, is it a 27.1 or is it a 27.9? Because there's a huge difference between those 7-8 ounces, all right, to certain guys. All right, so anyway, you guys don't even know what your bats are testing. All I'm asking you to do is just chill until you actually put your bats on the fucking tester. I think a lot of you guys are going to go, oh, shit, 185? I got like 400 cuts on that melee. I'm good. And then you're not going to bitch anymore. Just test your goddamn bat, guys, before you flip out. Now, look, the OG Dudleys, as I gather more data and talk to more people, something's going on there. And I had one particular player was like, fuck, man, that's my gamer. What am I supposed to do? I messaged that dude and talked to him. I said, relax. We're still figuring it out. You know, we're going to tweak things. Nothing's set in stone yet. Just hang in there, man. Let's test it and see, and then we'll talk about it. Let's see what these numbers are, guys. You guys are all, I got swings and data for 6 months. Now, a lot of people say, well, just release it. I don't know now because nobody else took the time to do it. I'm supposed to reward them for being fucking haters. I'll give you the averages and the numbers. I'll tell you what brands do what, but I ain't releasing that shit. I did the work. I'm going to use it until someone comes up with a national standard. Go do your own fucking research if it bothers you that much. You come up with data to prove to me why we shouldn't be doing it. Maybe we'll have a conversation. You post it on Facebook from your favorite fucking chair you haven't gotten out of since 2018. All right? It has no fucking merit with me. Go do some work and research, and then I'll hear you out. Just type it because you know all the fucking rules and I don't have the right to fucking do something. You're invalid, dude. I'm not even reading your shit anymore. You are part of the fucking problem, period. This is happening. I don't know in what way. I don't know exactly how, but I'm not sitting back anymore and being reactive to injuries and these bats. Because, look, I don't know if you guys noticed, but it's not like somebody at Easton or Lou or anywhere is going to go, hey, these things are a little too hot. Let's bring back a double wall. That shit ain't fucking happening, man. They're only going to get thinner and hotter and less compression out of the wrapper until someone does what I'm trying to do. Because it's the Wild West, man. They can make a fucking bat that's 120 out of the wrapper. Nobody's going to tell them any different. I'm trying to start it so standards can be established, okay? And for the person who said that they don't have to follow any rule because it's not in a national rule book, get your head out of your donkey fucking ass. I said it earlier. I can do local rules. That's how mad I am, dude. I'm mad at dumb shit. I'm not mad if people have legitimate concerns about spending money or if they thought I'm just going after altar bats. Cool. I get it. But to call me silly and ridiculous and I can't do this and I can't do that. Now, you fuckers are in your own fucking category and I got no sympathy for you. And I will make fun of you on the show because of how 6-year-old your fucking thinking is, okay? Yeah, if you have a brain injury, I apologize ahead of time. If you have a brain injury, that's fair, and I'll shut the fuck up. But you other assholes that I know don't, get your head out of your ass. Come on. Player safety is the most important thing to me, man. And none of you change that for me, no matter what you say, what you prove, all right?
There's a
pitchers and third baseman, first baseman. It's coming.
Hey, there's a 28. There's a 28 of the South Beach Louisville Slugger that's still available.
Are you doing business? Okay, I'll just you and Dave have a conversation there.
No. Somebody said DT34 is getting slammed today. Look, all I'm saying is There is one left. It's a 28 big boy bat. If you're interested and you're looking for a bat, it's a U-Trip bat. You know, and then while you're at it, you know, there's a sale on you know, slow pitch senior bats at Louisville Slugger. I mean, fuck it, you know, because you know my freedoms, taking my bats.
Hide your
Go
guns.
buy a new one.
Hide your
Just go buy a
guns.
new one. I mean, isn't that what everybody did when everybody got all chicken shit scared? They're taking our bat, they're taking our guns. So everybody ran out and bought like 50 more guns. So right here, hey, they're taking all your bats. Go buy 50 more. Hey, boom, and hit that D234 and get your savings.
And don't just buy lose. I give Dave enough credit. You know, go see Patty.
Hey, that's right. That's right.
All right, everybody
That's
get a little piece. There's enough.
Hey, and
for
Ronnie
everybody
too,
in.
dude. And Ronnie too, dude. Ronnie too, because Ronnie's my guy, man. Come on,
I take
had
care
to
of
put
him.
him in there.
Hey,
Yeah.
what's given away at pretty much every YouTube tournament?
Hey, right on.
I take
And
care
I
of my
respect
guy.
it. I respect
I take
it.
care of my guy.
I
I
respect
still
it.
love my Salcido. Still love him.
Yeah, so you know, I've
been testing mine for a baseline. I got a 26 and a half because I said if I ever play, I'm swinging a heavier bat. And I
Fucking
started
right.
with that one and a new one wrapper, and I put swings on it. And I said, well, my swings are going to be different than Marlos' swings, the Dave Taylor swings, that Nugget swings, you fucking Resmondo freak. They're all different. You know what I mean? So
Yes, absolutely.
it is what it is. All right, let's see. I have one bat, and damn it, Mark yelled out to have it tested when I hit the ball. Well, that was before.
That was before the testing was coming.
But what had happened was what had happened.
What
fair.
happened?
That's fair.
Yep.
That's fair.
Yeah.
That's
Own
fair.
it. Own it. It's all good. Own it.
We sold 1,000 bats in under 30 minutes. They caught us totally. How if that is that a Lou?
Yeah.
They announced that shit coming. You saw the dark purple one was gone. You know, like DD's selling his for like 350, and apparently that's priced low.
Yo,
You
I
got
saw so many. I saw
25.
so many people. This shit is like, hey, I'm not gonna lie, and I'm a Slugger fan, so I can say this and talk shit, right? Slugger adopted what has been popularized by sneakers, where you artificially deflate the number of available bats so that then everyone clamors to get it, and then it becomes the fear of missing out, and everyone then accelerates the amount of shit that you sell. But that shit's so fucking annoying, man. Like, I get it and I respect it. I mean, I'm a respecter of the hustle, and that's a hustle.
You respect the game. You respect the game.
Absolutely. I'm gonna say, I'm not mad because I'm not in the market for another bat. I have too many bats. If my wife hears that, she's gonna yell at me, and I don't want to be yelled at right now. I got too many bats, but honestly, if I was
Maisha had
on
nothing
it,
to do with it. I
No,
said nothing
if I-
about bats or not Maisha. Just
man,
remember that.
man, look, Saturday I was out at Cactus
Yeah, but
Yards, and
I could
I told her
clip
not to
it
go
and-
back.
I could clip it and text it to her, so I'm covering my
Okay,
ass.
no, she might be listening, but I'm saying we avoided walking back out the front gate for a while because I told her, I was like, the only thing over there is bats. She was like, nah, we can go this way. She was
All the way
we can go
around.
that way. Nah, but it's tough. I mean, I respect it, but it sucks a little bit for people who really are trying to get one, because what happens, unfortunately, which you alluded to accidentally, is a lot of people just buy the fucking bat because they know they're going to be gone, and they know that they can hike that sumbitch up
Resell
by
it.
$100, resell it, boom, and you're out of there. And I respect that too, because trust me, I've done that with bats and consoles and shoes and everything else. It's just frustrating, but right now I think the big bats are still there. Even the purple one last week, the big bats were still there for a while.
Yeah, people aren't swinging them, man. Like
No,
the
man,
big
'cause-
guys aren't grabbing. But here's the thing, too, that makes that possible, and it gets lost, right? Because it's already happened. But the reason that Lou's able to do that is because, for the last year or two, man, they have just been home run after home run with
Killing
their
it.
bats, man. 'Cause
Killing
the
it.
bats have been hot.
Killing
and
it.
passing compression
Killing
by
it.
a lot. By like
Yeah,
as much
yeah,
as 10
totally.
and 20. Their
Totally.
220 started at, 240. So
Yes.
they know they got room there to maneuver.
Yes.
The 240s are like 260.
Yes.
So Louisville figured it out. The only reason that you're able to do that as a company is because your bats are good. People want them. Some to sell, but some are going to swing those bad boys. So
and that's why, I can't bitch completely. I'm just talking about it just to talk about it, because there's a part of that people are really excited about Slugger, and for good reason. It's not just a matter of, oh, I heard such and such swings, or I heard this major conference player swings it, so I'm going to swing it. In this case, it's because you're seeing guys that and guys that you're around and guys you play with pulling these things out and doing major work, and like you said, they still pass. I used 2 of them this weekend, and I mean, I beat the shit out of my bats as it is. Both of them passed with flying colors. I didn't even have to, like, for what it's worth, right? You get your bats tested, and I know there's a lot of people who say, they don't really test, but you get your bat tested. There's a part of you that's a little nervous. You're like,
Right.
is this motherfucker gonna pass? I didn't even look at the shit. You know, when they were getting tested, I didn't even look. I was like, yeah, I'm straight. I'm good.
Right,
So
right.
it's dope. And because, you know, I always try to use DT34 as much as I can. I just, you know, I'm not buying anything right now, but, you know, just in case you want to go on the website, you might be a big bat swinger. If you're a big bat swinger, the 28s are still up on the South Beach, you know, DT34 will get you a percentage
You
off.
better
What are we
start
doing
listening.
here?
Might as well
Look.
just put DT34 up next to the other people that sponsor.
You right?
this
I'll put it right. Look, I'll put it right
Right
over here,
there.
right next to the Blaze Rock logo, right over there. DT34.
Right over there. We'll change
I'm
the
gonna
font every
fucking.
week
I
or
swear to
something.
God, I'm gonna do that shit.
I know you
swear
are,
to
and
God, I am.
it's what we got to do.
I swear to God, like,
Yeah, like I tried using it for the SBOB golf tournament and for a discount or whatever,
and it didn't work. See,
I'm gonna keep
that
trying
sucks.
now.
I hate when that happens, man. When you go to use it and it doesn't work, it's like, what the fuck, man? Who did this?
Well, you know, since I hired McGrew,
Yes,
you know, they're obviously the architects behind the DT34 campaign. So,
Mm-hmm.
you know, I had
That's
to
the
get
only
in
way
on
to do
that. You know, so obviously I'm feeling a lot better about this bat testing moving forward with them behind me to
As you
craft the
should.
message properly. You know what I mean?
Yeah, as you should.
So I'm pretty happy. But yeah, that thing I've seen that thing used in more jokes this week, and I whipped one out.
Yeah.
I forget what Jimmy was talking about on one of the bat testing threads, and I whipped it out about. Oh, I remember. So Jimmy said, "Why don't we just go 159.99 so people don't get mad?" And I said, "I'll knock 20 psi off if you use the code DT34."
God damn it! See, this is unfair. This is unfair. It's funny still.
It's
though.
the only thing left. Because listen, this is still happening. It's still shaping itself. So it's not. All I can say is with definitiveness. Is that that's one. It's happening.
We'll take it. Yeah, we'll
I
take it.
don't know the exact procedure. The compression number may change. A lot of things may change. All right. The only thing I know for certain is it's happening. I've gotten the okay from National to do it locally, and I'm kind of the guinea pig, and I'm okay with that. And anybody who thinks differently, you know, go play in Colorado, go play in New Mexico. I got no time for you.
Go play in
Because right
traffic.
now,
Go play in
that-
traffic.
cool, but I'm not liable. I didn't co-sign that. Sorry, I'm legal thing.
Yeah, I got it.
I'm all illegal today. I can't.
I
help
got you.
The point is this: like you're with me. I hate to put it in these terms, these bad drama movie terms, but you're either with me or you're against me. You're either for some kind of standard and player safety, or you get shaved bats, or you just want to be a dick. Okay, there's no real good reason to be against this on its
combinations
core.
thereof. Or
You can
combinations
be
thereof.
mad. You can be mad I'm trying to put it in place after Worlds. You can be mad at the 160 number. You can be mad that I'm wearing a shirt that says, "Trust me, I'm from Philly." All those things are actually somewhat legitimate. You cannot be mad that I'm actually doing this. And that's where a lot of the hate was and the threads, and that's what really, really pissed me off. Okay.
That's the part I really can't
Really
understand
pissed
is
me
why
off.
anybody would be angry. Why anybody would be angry about something that's going to essentially help to clean up the game, make things a little better for pitchers, players in general. Because I know we talk about pitchers all the time, but there's a reason a lot of the corner players wear masks and everything else because it's the same issue.
Oh, by the way, shout out Jimmy. That was a pretty fucking ridiculously good Photoshop there of me in the detective suit with the badge and shit. So that shout out Jimmy. Although you're no Roe yet, okay? Roe is the king of the Photoshop, but you're getting there, brother, and I appreciate your progress. The other thing that happened, there was a happy accident. All right, a lot of people I thought I had a good idea about showed some true colors, man, through those posts. Okay,
Reflected.
and it didn't cost me any money or any friendship or any time or any misplaced trust to figure out how some people really are. And I'm always bringing the circle in, but the acquaintance circle got less too the last couple days. I'm going to be treating certain people a lot differently, or at least looking at them differently with the way that they responded to what was going on. And I'm also happy to say that some people that I thought were in the circle remained in the circle, and they handled it like true friends, and they did not agree with me. Okay,
Yeah.
They weren't all 100% support. They had questions, man. even you said like, hey, I didn't agree with the way, the 12 days. Cool.
Yeah.
You're my friend. Tell me that shit. I don't need sunshine blowing up my what, man.
Yeah.
Just tell me how you feel truthfully, and we're good. And yeah, a lot of people text or DM. It got so bad where I just stopped trying to answer people on Facebook proper, and I had 7-8 direct messages going. I had 4 or 5 text messages going. And then people would get annoyed, like, yeah, it's going to be about 20 minutes between responses, dude. It's like the orders are coming in. And I was at work, too, don't forget. So now I actually got to do my job, too.
You'll be responded in the order of received.
Yeah. I was getting American Airlines there for a minute, you know what I mean? Or whichever airline that's pissed off in the last couple of months. Look at that. Ladies and gentlemen, please let me direct your attention to it'll be your top left corner of the screen, I believe.
Top right.
Type right. There it is. And look, he even put the fucking loose insignia on there for you. Dave Taylor, I expect a check in one of our mailboxes by the end of business tomorrow. We made you some money, bitch.
Hey,
All
look,
right,
man. Look.
I'm rich, bitch.
Look.
Bring it back to Chappelle. If you're
Goddamn.
a frequent viewer, you will know why that's even funnier than normal, okay? If you've ever seen the very end of a Chappelle, you should know that's literally the tagline on his production company.
Rich bitch.
Rich bitch. I got to call Danielle Rollins. We'll see if we can get him to do some liners for the show.
Oh, wow.
Ashley Larry, what do you think? That'd be pretty
Right?
cool. All right. Let's see. About surprising responses from certain. Okay. Oh, here we go. Mark is trying to jump in here now. Get with the old guys. How close are you, Marcus? You got a couple years, don't you?
Nah, man. He just wants to catch. He just wants to be a catcher.
Wait, no.
Yeah, exactly.
You can't be 39
Exactly.
and come in and try to be a catcher, bro. We got 47 and 48-year-olds already got that spot. You got to earn the catcher spot. You don't get handed the catcher spot. Bro, why are you coming up to be more lazy? I don't understand.
The problem is he's been asking to catch for like the last 10 years.
Also, like at 28, he was asking.
Fam. Yeah, And I ain't mad. I mean, it is what it is.
See, there's Benny checking in. He finished whatever repair he was doing. Love you, kid. Thank you so much, man.
Indeed.
So, I mean, that really breaks it down, guys. I wanted to, I got a show. I'm lucky. I'm very fortunate that you guys watch, and we're on show 36. I mean, who knows how many we're going to go, but I'm very happy with that progress. I didn't know we were going to do this. We're averaging like 300-400 views a few days after we do it. People are watching, and at the end of the day, we really appreciate that. But I'm not going to change where I stand on certain things, and player safety is a no-brainer. All right? And yes, low 40s are automatic outfield every single day of the week and twice on Sunday. Do not try to come up here and convince us that you need to catch, because there's other places for you to go, son, and they ain't seniors. Moving on. Anyway, listen, thank you for watching, but when I have something that I'm this passionate about, this is a make or break issue. This is an issue that's super important. It's more important than whether a guy should be major or whether we should just bump 5 teams automatic. All right, this is way more important than rankings, and this is something I feel so strongly about, that we need to be proactive and not reactive. Everybody likes to be reactive. You like to point the finger for a day, so you feel like you're part of the crowd, and you forget about it the next. I'm not forgetting about this. Gentlemen, and ladies too, I will tweak. I will change. I will admit fault. I will keep working this thing until we find a common ground. But I promise you, this is not going away. Locally, and hopefully down the road here nationally. So if you want to keep posting about how stupid it is, about how silly it is, about how it's not needed, okay? I can't believe I'm going to do this, and this is only for Arizona. Don't hold any other U-Trip personnel responsible. Go fucking play somewhere else then. I'm not in this for the money. I'm in it to make a better game. So if it's that much of a problem for you, understand completely. Your morals are important to you. Go bitch about them somewhere else. I'm done. I'm done catering. I'm not trying to take you fuckers out to dinner to get you to play my tournaments. I'm going to build a better product that you want to be here. All right? This is super important, period.
I mean,
that's
some of them
only
people just
getting
talking,
worse.
bro. Some of them people just talking. They know their asses ain't finna go play nowhere else.
Well,
they just like, I'm mad. I'm angry. Look at me.
I don't want you. I want it out there clearly, all right? I don't want you. I'm not going to backtrack so you come play my tournament. I got enough really good teams and enough really good players who are down with what I'm trying to do and will call me out if they don't like it. But at the end of the day, they come to play fairly, and they come and they care about everybody's safety. I got more than enough guys to carry the sanction to where we'll continue. I don't need you loud haters hitting fucking 250 on a weekend. Get the fuck out of here. There's other places you can go play. Anyway, look, that's all I'm going to say about it right now. It's going to continue to evolve and change. I'm pretty fucking sure we're going to be talking about it again at some point. And I'd much rather talk about this than blind rankings about bumping 5 teams for no good fucking reason. So I'm good with talking about this. Get your questions ready. Loving it. Oh, God, please stop with you're moving somewhere else. Oh, I know why you said that. Right. They're just talking. Sorry. If the joke makes sense now, I apologize. All right. And one last thing. I don't know. You might have said it earlier, Lo, so if I repeat it again. You don't pay for me, you mother effers. You don't pay for me. Guess what? I got bad news, too. You don't pay for your cops either in your town. No. All right? You don't pay for your fucking tax evaluator or the mayor. You got to do some goddamn reading. You obviously can type because you're on Facebook. Try Google next time.
Hey, so are we going to be inundated with a bunch of people talking about back the bats now or some shit like that? I'm just trying to understand because
in bat line.
They're gonna be like back the bats. You're gonna what like and the little flag is gonna be like layered bats and shit. It's like back the bats. No whatever. Yeah. Ain't nobody going nowhere. Everybody's sticking around. Everybody gonna be playing. Hit DT34. By the way, before we get up out of here, make sure you're actually patronizing some of the folks who sponsor our show. We honestly don't have any sponsors that we don't actually believe in their products and what they do. They are up and they're on the up and up. They're standard bearers. Defund the mark. I love it. All
right, so that means Joe 36 is our 37 finale.
Hold on.
No, this is 36.
You know what? No, this is 36. Yes.
I got something special for 37. All right. Remember, big Kevin Smith fan. Hold on. Big. I played poker with the dude. I love the dude. Big plans for show 37. And if you haven't watched Clerks, you now have a week to watch Clerks. It's from 1992, I think. So you got to go back a little bit. But there are things that relate to the number 37 in Clerks that you really, really need to go watch before.
All right. Before we leave, though, the question in the chat that is pertinent. DT34 for the 20th. Does that actually get you a discount for that tournament?
You can put it in the website and find out.
Put it in the code and see what happens, dude.
Venmo and PayPal won't let me put in a discount code, but try it on the website and see what happens.
Yeah, PayPal don't.
I'm sure
PayPal ain't
National
trying
will
to
be
discount
thrilled.
shit.
Like, where does 20% shit come from?
Hey, bro, PayPal ain't trying to discount shit. PayPal might upcharge your ass. Like, they don't play that shit, bro.
Yeah, PayPal or like, you want some of this discount? No.
Yeah, man, fuck that shit. All right, yo, it's been great. We're out of here. Show 36 is over. Peace.